At exactly 5:42 p.m., a message appeared on my phone. Don't come tonight. It's better for everyone. It was from Evelyn, my mother-in-law. Tonight meant my wedding anniversary celebration. My celebration. For a few seconds, I thought it was a mistake, maybe a poorly phrased text. But when I called her, she answered with that sweet, polished tone of hers and said, "Darling, it would just make things uncomfortable. I'm introducing Daniel to someone new this evening, his future wife. You'll understand someday." I didn't shout. I didn't weep. I simply sat there, looking at my reflection in the darkened glass. Cold and still. That was when the idea began to form. Evelyn never liked me. Not from the day Daniel first brought me home 6 years ago. She had decided, with one glance, that I wasn't what she wanted for her son. Her words back then still echo in my mind. She's clever, and clever women rarely make good wives. Daniel used to defend me once. He said I was determined, loyal, hard-working. Evelyn called me manipulative. Perhaps she wasn't entirely wrong. I was strategic. Yes, I'd taken Daniel's small marketing business and built it into a flourishing empire. I was the one behind the growth, crafting connections, managing deals, planning every expansion. He was the face, I was the foundation. But eventually, he started believing his own myth, that he'd done it all himself. That's when Evelyn began whispering again, convincing him he could do better. Find someone softer, someone who would let him shine without competition. The signs were there. Late night calls. Business trips that stretched too long. A faint trace of perfume that wasn't mine. I chose not to see it. Love can make even the sharpest mind dull. But betrayal has a way of restoring clarity. 2 months before the anniversary, I uncovered the truth. Messages from Evelyn to a woman named Clarissa were the red dress. He loved that color. He'll be yours after the party. They had it all planned. My public humiliation, my replacement, my erasure. But they underestimated me. I knew every number, every password, every document Daniel had conveniently ignored. Quietly, I began my own plan. I transferred shares, redirected funds, and ensured that by the time the celebration came, control of the company would be mine. I enlisted the help of one of Daniel's most trusted partners, a man far more loyal to results than friendship. When the night arrived, I didn't crash the party. I arrived early, standing outside the ballroom, hidden by the golden reflections of chandeliers and laughter. I watched through the glass. Evelyn was glowing, pearls gleaming at her throat, her pride as sharp as ever. Daniel stood beside her, hand in hand with Clarissa. My grip tightened on the envelope in my purse. At 8 o'clock sharp, the band stopped playing. Evelyn lifted her glass, her voice syrupy and strong. "Tonight," she announced, "we celebrate love, past and future. Daniel's future, to be specific." Laughter filled the room. Cameras flashed. Clarissa smiled, and then the doors opened. I stepped inside. Silence fell like frost. I wore black, sleek, simple, deliberate. Each click of my heels echoed through the room. "Sorry I'm late," I said calmly. "Traffic." Daniel's face turned ashen. Evelyn's smile cracked. I set the envelope beside her champagne. "Before you go on, I have something to share too." Inside were the transfer papers, legal filings, and a press release ready for distribution. I looked at the crowd. "As of this morning, I am the new CEO of D. Harper & Company. Daniel has chosen to step down for personal reasons." Gasps rippled through the guests. Evelyn's hand trembled. Daniel stuttered, "You can't," but he was wrong. I already had. 2 lawyers standing near the back. My lawyers confirmed everything. Timing was perfect. Then, for the final touch, I slipped off my wedding ring and dropped it into Evelyn's glass. "You once said clever women don't make good wives," I told her softly, "but they make excellent survivors." Then I turned and walked out. By the next day, Daniel's accounts were frozen. Within a week, the board had forced him out completely. Clarissa disappeared soon after. Love, it seems, has a short memory when money is gone. Evelyn called me several times. I never answered. Months passed. I saw her again at a charity gala. Smaller now, quieter, clutching those same pearls as though they could protect her from the past. Daniel had moved away. I wished him well, sincerely, because revenge, I've learned, isn't about destruction. It's about precision. It's calm, calculated silence. It's the strength to walk away when they finally realize you were the storm they created themselves. That night, I wasn't uninvited for my anniversary. I simply ended it, and everything that came with it, on my own terms.